Juan Amos Comenio was a theologian, philosopher, and pedagogue born in today's Czech Republic. He was known as the father of pedagogy, and his press combines the important role of education in the development of man to improve themselves and society. He said that universal education should have an order and a method, and also should take into account that the student should be the center of attention. He also contributed new ideas to education based on three things: to understand, to hold back, and to practice. All this with the end of improving teaching towards the student, at the same time sensitizing the interaction teacher-student with the purpose of learning. His most famous book was the Didactis Magna. There, he shows us what teaching is for him, something that can be summed up in a phrase: teach everything to everyone. Comenius divided the Didactis Magna into three: general didactics, special teaching, and school organization. He raised the idea that the educational system should be divided by grades and ages, starting with the easiest topics for children and increasing complexity with increasing age. Comenius, contradicting the thought of the time, said that women had the right to education. No one should be excluded from this, since it is the main source of wisdom of the human being, and that they were equal or superior to men. They are unique and unrepeatable, with capacities, virtues, and abilities.
In the same book, of the Magna Didactics, he makes a reform to the school education, a reform that is the basis of current education. It is divided into four. The first was the nursery school, where children learning basic things like talking, learning letters, and numbers. The second was elementary school, where children learn general knowledge about history, religion, mathematics, and geography. In this school grade, memory and intelligence are cultivated. Finally, there is a Latin school that was a high school where the knowledge was more specialized and technical. In the end, they were given an exam to see if they could access to the next level, that is the academy, which is an equivalent to a university, where you develop as a professional person and you can get a degree. Comenius did not accept the blows, shots, or punishment. He said that the correct form of education should be from love and understanding. The relationship between family and school was very important, since the school had to be a healthy and safe space where men were cultivated for society. Comenius was interested in philosophy, a well-ordered system in a cognition, the philosophy that through knowledge tried to harmonize the world and eliminated barriers between people. He said that we must give the best education and training to people, because education is the door that leads us to knowledge, and knowledge is the means that leads us to correct word. Therefore, pedagogic and didactics were not the objectives, but the means to know the word. He also believed in a philosophy capable of changing the world. He believed that the nations, with respect to the difference, should be united to a superior set, regardless the race, social status, government, or geography. For him, the nations should be united in a universal mandate. Comenius is an honest father of pedagogy because was the one who planted a foundation of modern education with the aim of helping everyone to grow up as a society.
He is known as the father of pedagogy and the reformer of the humanity because he was the one who planted all the foundations of modern education with the aim of helping everyone to grow up as a society through education, a man who was 400 years ahead of his time.